That's right, the legendary Godzilla from the Monsterverse may die in 2025. If you're doubting what I'm saying, come with me, and I'll prove to you that this is a possibility that could indeed happen. Let's go. Welcome back to Nerd Insights, your daily nerd news channel. I know, the title and thumbnail are very sensational, but it's to show you that this possibility could happen, and I'll explain everything in this video. It will be a quick video just for you to understand what the future of the Monsterverse Godzilla might be. So go ahead and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel because we have daily news about the nerd universe. As usual, this will be one of those videos in which there won't be any images to illustrate, so it will be the usual editing while I provide the information to you. Well, Godzilla might not die because of the story, not because some humans will manage to defeat him, but rather because of things happening outside of the Monsterverse. These are things taking place beyond the storylines in the films and involve executives. Let me explain. Godzilla is the property of Toho, that's a fact. In an agreement with Toho and Legendary obtained the rights to Godzilla to produce a few films. However, Legendary didn't expect it to be as successful as it became. They only wanted to make one more film, like those they used to release featuring Kong in the past, but it evolved into a shared universe of giant monsters, and if it's making money, the company is going to be interested. Yet, Legendary wants to make it their own. They don't want to make Godzilla like the Toho version, so Legendary has created its Americanized version of Godzilla. This Godzilla is not a villain, he's an anti-hero. That's the primary difference between Toho's Godzilla and Legendary's. Toho's Godzilla is entirely malevolent, a villain, destructive, terrifying, and lays waste to everything in its path. It's truly a force of nature created for destruction, a representation of nature's wrath against humanity. Legendary's Godzilla, on the other hand, isn't about destruction, he's about salvation. He's the mightiest protector, defending our planet. So it doesn't matter if King Ghidorah, Shirmu, or Scar King appear, Godzilla will confront them to assert his dominance and protect the planet to maintain peace. He doesn't have a desire for destruction, to establish a reign, or to make everyone kneel before him. He just wants to be the alpha male, feed, and live peacefully. And that's where the problem began, this disagreement between Legendary and Toho. Whenever they released a film or a project involving Godzilla, Legendary always extended the contract period. They have a contract. It's not indefinite, but they keep renewing it, pushing it forward. But when it came to 2019, with Godzilla, King of the Monsters, something happened that Toho didn't like at all, which was Godzilla showing more human-like emotions. When Mothra died, Godzilla grieved. It was as if he was genuinely saddened, and Toho didn't like that. Toho wants a Godzilla done in the way they created him, a destructive Godzilla, devoid of emotions, focused solely on destruction, and Legendary wants to do it their way. So much so that there was a disagreement between Toho and Legendary to release Godzilla vs. Kong in 2021. Legendary wants to make Godzilla in their own way. They want to create the kaiju their way, and Toho doesn't like how they're portraying Godzilla, a Godzilla that taunts Kong, an anti-hero Godzilla fighting to protect humanity at any cost, careful not to harm a person. He thinks about everything, and that's what Toho doesn't want. So there's a disagreement between Legendary and Toho. You might have heard that Legendary wants to focus on their kaijus. You've probably heard that they no longer intend to use Mothra, no longer intend to use Ghidorah. They don't intend to use Toho's original kaijus. There's King Caesar, there's Kamakuras, and there are those original titans from Toho. You've probably heard that, and there's a reason for it. If no one has told you, this is the reason. They want to separate. Legendary, in this case, wants to separate from Toho, understand? But what binds Toho to Legendary and Legendary to Toho? Godzilla. Kong doesn't, because Kong is universally available. If you want to make a Kong film, you can make one. He's universally accessible. However, Godzilla is not. Godzilla belongs to Toho, and if they no longer want Legendary to use it, then Legendary won't use it anymore. That's why, in 2025, Godzilla might die in the Legendary Monsterverse. We have a confirmed date for the Godzilla series. The Monarch Legends Monster series is ending this year in 2023, and it already has a second season scheduled for 2025. So, we have the Monarch Legends Monster project in 2023. Godzilla vs. Kong, the New Empire in 2024, and in 2025. The last thing officially scheduled with a confirmed date and contract is Monarch Legends Monster Season 2. Until now, there hasn't been any contract renewal, or at least it hasn't been disclosed to us. We're in 2023, almost 2024, and the contract hasn't been renewed. It's kind of like the Marvel and Sony situation with Spider-Man. It's something like that. So, if this contract isn't renewed, Godzilla might indeed die, right? There are other possibilities as well. For example, Godzilla might simply exit the stage to make way for another kaiju. We know that there are new kaijus coming from Legendary. We have Kong's offspring, and there's the deleted post-credits scene from Godzilla vs. Kong with the frozen baby Godzilla. So, we might have a Doge, right? We might have a Dagon, perhaps. And if they do it right, maybe they can do what Marvel did, shift their focus away from the main characters, but in this case, it would be just Godzilla. To give these new kaijus a chance, that's one way Legendary's Godzilla in the Monsterverse could meet its end by 2025. So, leave a comment. Do you prefer Godzilla the way he is now, and he exits the Monsterverse because Toho isn't satisfied, or do you prefer that Legendary turns Godzilla into a destructive monster like Toho's and continues in the Monsterverse for more years? What's your preference? Answer that. I'm really curious. I'll end this video here. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on because we have news every day about the nerd universe, Monsterverse, DC, Marvel, and everything you love about the nerd universe. Take care, and until next time.